we want to provide ability to convert existing workflows from outside formats into business format. That's our goal. And we start with standard formats like, for example, N8. And when you convert it into BizFirst format, it has to go into normalized data structure. Right. So ours is an enterprise solution. So we are not having a JSON, simple JSON format. We actually put it into a normalized database. Okay. So we are today going to review how N8 data looks like, JSON data, and how this first data looks like. Okay. Then we want to create a conversion project that will be developed in C sharp. Okay, you can ask Cloud to do this, but you can initially try some other tools, but eventually you will convert that into C sharp using another tool, right? That somebody else can do. In the C sharp, we need the format is there should be a service class, service project, there should be a domain project, there should be a nodes project. So those things Anna will help you how to create it later. Currently, Anna is not need to be involved. You just complete everything to figure out this thing first, right? Then we can worry about how to convert it. So, so this is third project. How to create the conversion project. So in the conversion project, what you need is create this product. Then what you do here is you learn how to convert. So first thing that you need to learn how to convert workflow. Second thing that you need to do is convert convert a node. A node is a box inside a workflow, right? So once you know how to convert these two things, you can actually start converting. Now, remember the issue is this: when you convert a node has got a node code. Based on the code, based on the code, conversion changes. So you basically need a common utility, a common converter, then identify identify the name of the basically identify the code of the node, and based on that find out the custom program, custom conversion program for that code, that node code. Use that to convert. So I'm adding something that AI will understand, you probably don't understand. Use a plugin registry and see if it is a registered plugin. If not, use a cus- a common generic converter. Common components, common data items like ports, etc. should be created. It should be converted by common framework. Okay, so that's overall idea. Then what you do is you got this right. So I'm going to post this in our. So we need to create a new get pack. So ask Sajara to create a public repo. A repo. Maybe start with a private repo, then we can change it to public repo. So you have Sajara's ID information? Yeah, talk to Anna and get all the information from those people. So the other thing that we want to do is we want to go to cloud. Yeah, any information that you need, contact Anna. Anna will give you information about people and everything. Yeah? Whoever you want to contact, right? So this is N8 to this first converter requirements. Anna has access to this database in this project, and she can send you information. We need to create a repo for this, right? So once the repo is ready, we'll cloud. I want you to create a public repo called in workflow. This first workflow converter and download the repo to clone repo to. Okay, you clone it the same place that you see here. Then we go here and you ask Claude, I am trying to create a project that will convert. Now, what's that? No, no, no. I need to get you something else. A project that will convert an item into an item workflows into this first AA workflows. This is the root folder. Now, what I want is I want to go to SQL Server, go to this database. This is our database, okay, for then the agent database, all those things are here, which you need to only deal with this first, the generate scripts for workflow, which I'm going to give it to you now. Okay, so I'm going to store Oh my God, they started creating it already. Data, this first workflow samples, SQL script, copy path. Then I take here and I take selected tables. Then I go down and pick up all the some of the process things. And these are the places where the data is stored. Approval act, decisions, approval, request chat messages, connections, connection types. So Claude will understand this, right? Now Claude will not understand this because it has so many things which are not needed. Deselect all. We need only things which are really, really important. One is categories. One is the element categories. Execution, we don't need that. Element groups, group types, element parameters, element ports, elements, port types, port, webhooks, processes, process executions. Don't get confused because Claude will take care of all those things. Process element execution mode. Yeah, we don't need that. Process pending delays. Approval actors. We don't need that. Then we need extension. Extension connectors, connection types, extensions, extension types. Okay, so I'm exporting these objects and I'm going to give you both data and schema because we need both. We need to see sample data, right? When a native cannot figure out without sample data. Okay, then we want to save as single script per, and I'm going to paste it here. Then I am going to query. Okay, now while I'm doing it, Cloud did something, right? Yeah, that's the problem with the Cloud. It just does, it doesn't do anything. It just think without thinking it will start doing. That's why you need senior tech to do this, right? Otherwise it will do what it wants to do. Now what I'm going to tell is it created some code. I'm going to call it junk code. Copy path. Rename this to junk code as you created without scope. Scope. Let us design and plan for write code. This is This is target data samples. You will be creating, you'll be first converting data into this first data structure, and then insert or upsert into our database. Now, samples. ഇതാണ് N8 sample. I need I need multiple complex N8 samples. I also need a reverse conversion so I can test my conversion is accurate. Then put put several samples here. Okay, create a website here that explains how N8 JSON data that is an explainer of N8 JSON data. Oh, this is not enough to. Oh, it did okay job. Okay, it didn't do bad job. Ah, smart. It did smart. Then we need to say, so it moved the code but didn't move this. I don't know why all this junk is created. Then what you do here is you ask a Nathan to create a website here. Also using a background AI agent, create that explains this first data structure for workflow. Provide multiple samples and pages. Okay, so we got it. We got a lot of information now, right? Then what you do is take one of the smallest smallest innate and node, convert it, test it out, and insert it into the database. Find out. Take a day or two to do all. Use .NET 9.0. Use 9.0. MVC core. So you got the idea, right? How you can do, right? Yeah. So you got all the information now, and it's gonna create this. And what I will do is I will text me your chat in the chat. Put your No, your GitHub account ID. Eh? What does it say? Okay. What I'll do is I'll create a. So this is going to be an open source code project. So what you do is you need to take a fork. GitHub. This first AI repository. So what is the name of the repository? Then what you do here is welcome. Why is it committing the changes? Okay, now we have the code. I'm going to clone it. I, I created it. Please clone here. Okay, so let it clone it. After that, I'm going to open that project. No, this is just a converter project, right? So in this, you start doing it. It's going to take a while. It's not um, easy peasy because we have so many features that n8n does not have. And n8n may have a lot of features, right? So when you look at a conversion field, you don't have the field. So then you need to assume, you need to skip, you need to enrich. A lot of enrich. This is a data enrichment project. Okay, not an easy project. That's why the data science projects are very complicated, right? So you got the idea, right? Yeah. So let me get the project. Then what I do is I'll open a. Can you send me an email? Email. Just to send to my email. I need to send you some information. This was easier. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So it says it created as a clone automatically. So I'm going to open the folder. Now I have everything I need. Right. Now this guy has done with everything. Finished. Waiting for background agent to finish. Right. While it finishes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all these things into that. And there is a project here. Quick start development log. Git ignore that you need. This development project should go into junk code. Move. Development history should go into. junk code. Now you want to see website. You create a website yet? Okay. It gives you some idea, right? You got enough to start with. Then now you can ask everything to ChatGPT. It will help you. It didn't create the website yet. Once it creates website, background agent want to finish. Once if it is finished, what I'll do is after everything is finished, I would like you to move all folder contents into from to copy path to. Okay. So once everything is completed, it will be there. Then you can start taking a fork of that one, start working everything, checking everything at one. Once if you are in a decent. Okay. So initially you create without our code. Then once if it is ready, Anna will help you get our infrastructure code. You need to use some of our DLLs because we already have that inside workflow DLLs, right? So you can use that. So Anna can give it, or you can use our API endpoints to insert into Flow Studio. I think I send you the JSON, right? Do you have the JSON data? Okay. qa.gripingly.com. I need a API. API. Also, add a resource doc and please. This can be for operating the workflow So so let it all complete. After that, I will check it in, and you get uh, 20 minutes later, you'll get everything in the report. Okay, that's good enough for you to start preparing, correct? Yeah. Now you have to fork the repo, not now, once you get it. Then you start working on it, research everything. You need to first understand how N8N data looks. You need to understand how this first data looks, sample data. That's why I asked you to create websites. So it will create these websites, right? Once the tasks, prompts, dot md, all prompts I gave you so far. Can you consolidate and document them as a task list here? Okay. So what it does is it takes, I mean, whatever I told it, it didn't do everything. So you can go through my task list once again, and you can get it done. Ask Claude to do all the websites and everything. So if you create a website out of this, it's much easier to understand. Hmm? Yeah, yeah, that's what I did. And if it creates a website, it's good for you. Probably it will create the website. Huh? Status on the websites. It will create. So give it 10 to 50 minutes. Then you'll have all the information you need. Okay. So one thing that if you want more efficiency and work better, you can put all the screenshots, questions, and everything in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Actually, it's a community group, right? And people will eventually join. Our employees, our team, tech team, they are not interested in this project now because they know this project is useful after 2 3 months for us. But I'm doing a preparation, right? Proactive planning. So you figure out something, and by the time they come, this project will be hot, right? When it is hot, they come and they start working on it. Then, uh, then you already know a lot, right? You can transition knowledge to them, or they will probably. So Anish did something like this, and now Anish is managing it, right? Okay, so it's actually doing a lot of research for you, right? Don't build, just make all docs ready. We will ask a as community to develop this. You may delete the code you have already done. Also, document next steps. Number one, and do the next steps. Okay. I would say, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I'll put these things and check it. Just give me a follow up after 1 or 2 hours if I don't check it. Huh? Okay, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. So the more progress you make, the faster you get me, right? So as you do proper research, proper documentation, write it down, then you get more time from me. The lower people spend less time, no interest. I spend no time. That's how it works. Hmm? Okay, good then. Okay, good. I'll check it in soon. Hmm? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very good, very good. But you get this done with somebody else, okay? Not just you alone. I see this project has to be completed in a month's time. Because after that, it's given to somebody else. So, but you don't do it alone. You do it somebody else. So, pick up one more person from the team, and or is somebody else who wants to interested in it. Pick with them and do it. Huh? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay.